letting go of our day, letting go of our drive to class today. So thankful that everyone is either safely on Zoom or safely in the studio. And if it feels nice, let's really connect down to the four corners of our feet as if we had wheels on our feet. So we want all four wheels on the floor. Big toe, pinky toe, the inside, outside of our heel. Extending the crown of our head up towards the sun. And feeling the support of the earth beneath our feet. Softening our knees and checking in with our leg muscles. Is that somewhere? Go back. I don't know whether I almost got an accident. Sorry. All right, let's add our flow. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, bring our hands down. Flowing mountain, noticing your spine. Appreciating our spine this morning. On our next one, let's turn that into a chair. Exhale, sit back into our chair. As you inhale, lift the left heel, reach the arms up. Exhale, back into our chair. Inhale, lift the right heel up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. If you want to, open the eyes, lift the whole foot up, point the toe down. Come down into chair, press into the opposite foot, point the toe down. Bend. Flowing chair. Couple more. Letting go of any competition this morning. Let's hold down in our chair pose, both feet down. Find our core, wide across our chest. Tuck our chin a little bit, get some space out of the back of our neck. Full flowing forward fold. Let's warm up the low back. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, swan dive forward. So you have about 10 more of those. Couple more. Last one. Hold that down in our forward fold. Let's let the head be heavy. Maybe nodding our head a few times too, listening to our body, adding variation to our practice today. Let's bend our knees and come down to all fours. If that feels okay for you. So maybe that knee pad's gonna come underneath our knees because we will be spending a fair amount of time on our knees today for that warm-up flow. So folks at home, you might want a pillow or a block nearby. Have one. So fists for wrists, so our hands may be elevated on the edge of our mat. Let's start to move through cat and cow. Tuck the tailbone, we draw the belly up. Press the ears away from looking at our knees. And then the opposite, the tailbone goes up, our arms stay still, maybe we look forward. Exhale, we draw the chest up around our back. So recommend starting at one end or the other of your spine. So either starting at the tailbone and rounding through, or starting at the head and rounding through. Make sure our brain is relaying all these muscles. One or two more. And we'll take a rest in child's pose or downward facing dog. So we got space between our knees and child's pose. Maybe our head down on the mat or on our fists, or we're pushed ourselves up to downward facing dog, cuddling our feet. Just notice what you want to notice without judgment, making sure to find compassion for our bodies and especially our back today. Back up to all fours. Time for our spinal balance. Right arm forward, left foot back. Now we're gonna do a little cat back, knee to elbow crunch. So crunch and then extend. Crunch and then extend. So trying to round the back a little bit. Just one more, not too many. And switch and do the other side. Left hand reaching, knee to elbow, or even nose towards knee. One breath at a time. Appreciating your back as it rounds and then straightens and lengthens. Child's pose or downward facing dog. Connecting to our lower back. Imagine you could have two lungs on either side of your spine and your low back. Take a deep breath in, try to fill some space in that area. Feel expansion. Lovely. So now we're going to come to our knees. We'll walk our hands towards our knees. Find your block nearby, or if you're at home, you can use a book or a can of soup. We come up onto our knees. And so that's the block's gonna be in our right hand and our right foot's going out to the side. We've got this block here for now, just behind our leg, pretty high. I mean, unless you want it lower, so it's on out behind our outstretched legs. All right, now let's find length again and think of the knee, hip, shoulder, fingertips stacking on top of one another. While this hand is reaching up, we create some space here. Great for our posture. Feels okay, close your eyes and use your anchors. Foot, knee, and toes. So you'll want to try to have 3 points of contact. Now the right hand will reach for the block and we'll start a little tip bend over. If that doesn't feel nice for full extension, just hold your head. We'll come back up. Now we'll take the left hand down to the mat. And reach this arm long. Maybe we come into a side plank, lift the foot. Now let's go. Now let's flex that foot. So our hip is open, it's not facing the floor. That's gonna help us later when we put our block on our foot. Okay, bend and straighten the leg. See if you can touch maybe shin area. Like, foot goes down, let's walk our hands around to the front. Enjoy a little cat stretch here. Cat and cow, 1 or 2. Walk the hands up to the knee. And now let's try to add our little fun addition onto it. So block is going to go into our right hand. First, let's do our stretch. So we tip over and we're holding our block. Now we transfer, maybe we take the block onto our knee, we'll place it on our foot. Kind of make a shelf, right? If you want the flex foot, that helps with the shelf. Right? Yeah. I don't want you to die. Killing us. Oh, killing. Option
The hip.
It's both, yeah, the external hip.
I can really feel.
And the glute on the other side, yeah. All right, take it off. Now, come forward, keep that right foot out. And take a little stretch back and forward. I know this is the last bit on our knee. Don't go back if it doesn't feel good.
No.
All right, let's do the other side. Right knee comes under. You could even roll that knee pad in half and make it doubly thick. Yeah. So let's have some fun on this side. We'll come up. We've got our block over here, back behind us. First, let's focus on the stack of our joints. Knee. So if the hip's back, try to bring it on top of the knee. Right arm up. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, knee. Focus on leg first. So you feel that stretch kind of in this area, maybe on the inner thigh. Then we start to tip. If you want to, hold the head or reach that block further away. We're keeping our chest open. And we're breathing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's not forget 50% of the practice is our breathing. All right, without the block, let's just practice this first. We'll bring the right hand down to the mat. If you want to lift the heel, you can, and stay here and bend and straighten. So just that practice. Hear that wind? Oh my gosh, if you want to, have a nice long length of it. All right, strong belly, foot goes down, arm lifts up. Now we're gonna grab the block. So let's take our stretch first. We're holding our block. Over this way, maybe a kiss for our wrists if our wrists are sore. You can move sideways on your mat if you want to. Okay, then flex. You can bend and straighten or just. Yay! We have such long legs, we can't possibly reach them. No. All right, grab the block. Oh, keep the foot out. Do a little cat and cow here. Right, loosen up those hips again, or if your knee allows it, shift forward and back. If the knee doesn't allow, don't do it. Oh, that's a lot on our knees today. So, child's pose or downward facing dog. Whatever feels good. Breathing in kindness today. All right, let's walk our feet up towards our hands, make our way to a forward fold. Or meet yourself halfway in the middle of your mat. Half lift, breathe in. Bear pose, breathe out. Albatross, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. One more time. Half lift, breathe in. Bear pose, breathe out. Open up into albatross and forward fold. From here, if you'd like to bring that block underneath your hands for your twists, you can. Or hands to floor. And we bend one knee, reach the opposite hand up, and switch and do the other side. So we're flowing side to side. So here's where you might feel a nice stretch in the exterior of your hip. A few more, or resting. Sure no one else is. What's this Colleen is in there? I think she joined the wrong one. One more forward folds. Half lift, breathe in. One more bear pose, exhale. All the way open up. Forward fold, breathing up. Back lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, sink into your chair. Let's practice that flow again. Pressing the right foot, lift left leg. Back in the chair. Lift up, or you could grab the back of your knee if that feels better. So we'll come down into chair. If you want to extend, you can, or hold the back of your leg. Last one. Meet in our mountain pose. Take a big breath up. We'll slide our hands to heart. Let's take our left foot back, and we'll alternate today between moonflower and sunflower. So just do one moonflower and then one sunflower if it feels okay to dive down. Chest is up, and then optional chest goes down. Last one. Wonderful. Step up to the tops of our mat. Wonderful. Let's bring our hands back behind us. Open up our hearts. Chest expansion. So focusing our thoughts or our awareness to between our shoulder blades. So our shoulder blades are hugging around that upper part of our spine. And then at the top of our shoulder blade, our spine is lengthening up, right up to the back of our skull. And think of the top palate of our mouth now. And slide it a little bit up and back. A little more length out of the back of our neck. And we're strengthening those small muscles on the back of our head. If you'd like to dive forward, you can for chest expansion or stay up. Wonderful. Let's release our hands, sweep it up, take your time. Time to grab a drink if you brought one. And hands come to heart. Actually, there was a bottle left behind last class and it's finished. Or yes. Collection around here. If anyone at home is missing this, I have it for you. I'll water my plant. So like we practiced on Monday, our warm up for when we go biking. Even though we might not be biking, you could bike yesterday. I did. Yeah. See, you could bike yesterday. Doesn't say I did. Yeah, you couldn't do it today. February. Yeah, I know. Amazing. All right, so we'll do our little go through our biking warm up, and then our bear flow a little bit to get our glutes working. Then we'll get into our main meat of our practice. Okay, we practiced it a little bit already. Come into chair pose. If you want to challenge your shoulders, the interior part of your shoulders, we've got a block. It can be like this, or it can be like this, or it can be like this. Whatever feels best for your body. So let's meet me in chair. As we press down to our right foot, we're lifting our left heel or our whole foot and reaching the block up. Now, core is strong. We start to hinge forward, bend our right knee and reach back for the mat with our left foot. And we're hinged forward. Our left foot is down. Yeah, left foot down, right knee bent. Now we reach up to that high lunge. Still our right knee is bent. Back to your reaching lunge. So you can imagine that could be your bike in front of you. You're holding the handlebars. Then we come back up. Now this time you reach for your bike, and if you want to lift into warrior 3. Now let's tap that left toe down, start to stand up. We'll just bring it through like that. Tap, 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 lift. Chair. Grab your bike if it's there. Press into the left foot, lift the right knee. Start to hinge and bend the left knee, reach back your toe onto the mat into a lunge, reach forward. So left knee is bent. High lunge, left knee is still bent. Reaching lunge, still bent. Back up again. Now option to do that reaching lunge or warrior three. Reach for your bike or your block. Now we'll reach our block back up and bring our right foot through. If you want to tap it, you can, or not. Chair pose, breathe out, give your shoulders a break. Relax the neck. All right, let's do it again. Press into right foot, lift left, or just the heel. As you take this left foot back, you're bending your right knee into a lunge. Now we reach up. We reach forward. One more reach up. Make another reach forward or warrior three, straightening the right leg. Bring the left foot through wherever you want your arms. They can go down to your heart if your shoulders are sore like mine. Chair pose. One more on each side. Inhale, let's focus on the breath. Inhale, lift, right foot. Exhale, hinge into a lunge, reaching forward, left knee bent. High lunge, breathe in. Reaching lunge or warrior three, breathe out. Bring that right foot through, reach up, inhale. Chair pose, exhale. Good work, everyone. Other side, press into the last one. Press the right foot, lift left. Lean back, bend the right knee, lunge. High lunge. Warrior three or lunge. Bring it through, reach it up. Chair, you've done it. Drop that block off to the side. Let's take a cat and cow standing. So we'll hold our knees, just round our backs a little bit, tuck our chin. Actually, let's bring our forearms down across our two knees. One of my favorite stretches. So you imagine you're holding your knees if possible, the outside. Now round the back and kind of pull the shoulder blades apart. Quads are burning. Forward fold, rest. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's go through that bear flow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bear. Albatross, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Half lift. Forward fold. Chair pose, inhale. Half forward fold, exhale, strong belly, protect the back, all the way up. Hands to heart. Nice and warm in here now. So grab a drink if you'd like to drink. We'll adjust our things we need to adjust. Okay. Lost Pauline, but still have other things. Okay. Let's do, so we've got a warrior one, humble warrior, warrior two, triangle, and balancing half moon. Now I'm going to suggest, because I have two blocks, that you guys all have two blocks too. So you can have one block for under your hand and one block on your foot or your hip. And it's just an option that we're playing around with this week. Okay, so we'll start with our warrior one. Let's bring our right foot up to the tops of our mats. Step our left foot back, heel up or down. Depends on how your knee feels. Pressing into both of our feet. Let's reach our arms up as an option, or to be a little more gentle on the back, hands are at heart. You can focus on the breath and the legs. every inhalation, let's feel some expansion. And every exhalation, let's feel some contraction in our core. So inhale, expand. Exhale, feel contraction. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contraction. Now find an even breath. Let go a little bit of that contraction, but try to hold on to it while you can still breathe. All right. We can all have options, hands behind us in clasp or holding our forearms. And we'll think about drawing the shoulder blades to hug the spine again. Feel the contraction in the core, so we've got that support. And then we can dive into humble warrior, still pressing into both of our feet. Just like we're trying to just peek over the edge of the front edge of our mat. But our feet have us glued to the earth. Notice what you notice. Without judgment, without comparisons or expectations. As we release the hands, we'll reach them up and lift our back heel up. So we end up in a high lunge, grabbing our left hand and tipping over to the right. Our right knee is bent, full right foot on the floor, or you could be holding your head. It doesn't feel nice to have that extension. So one side of our spine is contracted, one side of our spine is lengthened. All right, warrior two, left heel goes down, chest open to the window, right hand forward, left foot back. Let's bring our right elbow in front and slide our left elbow under. Give ourselves a hug, elbows up, or eagle arms. Palms together. Moving into triangle, we open up our wings, straighten our right leg. Left hip goes back, right hand goes forward. We bring that hand to our block. We're going to use it for balancing half moon. And we got our other one too. All right. So you can stay in triangle right here, or grab the other block, shift the right hand forward. It's balancing half moon. Grab that block, put it on our flexed foot. And extend. So our hip has to be open. That's why it's so hard on that external outside edge of our hip, because we have to lift the hips facing up. Oh, yeah. Or don't worry about the block. It's just something to have fun with, something fun to add on to our practice. But it's definitely not that's something you must have. Yes. Good job. Good job, everybody. Hopefully everyone did well at home as well. Okay, let's do the other side with that flow. Man, this class is on. So, left foot forward. Right foot back. Make sure your blocks are at the top of your mat for one at the end here. Okay. Heel down, warrior one leg, left leg bent. Now let's practice our inhalations, feel the expansion out to the sides. Exhalations, feel the contraction from the sides, from the front, from below in our pelvic floor. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contraction. Just notice we're not even moving, but we are getting some active stuff happening in our muscles still, even though we're not moving. Those small muscle fibers deep in our core, stabilizing our spine. Find an easy breath with a connection to the core. Arms will reach back. You can hold them together or reach for your forearms or don't have them together. And we dive forward into humble warrior. You could have a block back behind you. That's a big challenge. Our left knee is still bent. Now we'll be bending the left, our left knee is still bent, never mind. Straight accident. Lift our back heel. All right, put that block down. If we've got it, grab our right hand. Take a little tip over to the left or hold your head. You can blame the wind. It's all really windy in here. Whole tray is very windy on. Whole tray. All right, heel goes down, warrior two, right hand back, left hand forward. Settle into your warrior two. We do this one a lot. Enjoy your spine. Enjoy that connection of the brain, spine, those fingertips reaching to the feet on the floor. Moving into our triangle, straightening the left leg, reaching the left hand down towards the block. And then we'll stay here for about 5 to 10 more breaths, and we'll have that option to move into our challenge balancing half moon with block on our foot. Okay, so that's our options. We can have that left hand kind of creeps forward a bit in front of the left toe towards the front of the room. You find your other block. Hip is open towards the long white wall. Bending your knee, flexing your foot so you can make a shell. A little bit of the block on the outside of your foot. And there we go. Great job, everyone. There's no right or wrong. We're mostly strengthening our supporting ankle, right? Forward fold when you're ready. Oh, there. Great work. Half lift, breathe in. Oh, bear pose, breathe out. Albatross, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Now, instead of flowing through our twists, we're gonna hold it. So bending our right knee, our left leg's pretty straight. We'll reach that left arm up for a twist and just notice your outside of your left hip. Put your hand on your low back if that feels better, and try to flatten the back. And then other side. Bend the left knee. Lift the right arm up. Just get a nice deep stretch on the outside of our right hip. So good. Forward fold, let them both rest. If it feels nice, grab the elbows, take a little rock seat. All right, let's make our way back down onto our mats. Lovely. We will come into crisscross. We're now getting back up. We've got 2 blocks. Let's see what kind of fun things we can do with these 2 blocks. We'll do a little bit of bow fun first. So feet are going to go on the highest level of our block if we can get there. Or if that doesn't feel good, you could adjust that to different levels. Your other block. Well, yeah, okay, let's put it between the knees. So when we do some twists here, I want you not to let a knee go move, right? So we don't want our hips to be moving when we try our twist. So from belly button to heels, trying to keep still. From belly button up, we're gonna twist. So hands to heart. Think of that area. And twist it. It's small, it's really, really small. Bring it back to center, everything else stays still. We try the other side. Bring it back. You can put the blocks down, you can put your feet down, some tiny little twist, bring it back. So our inner thighs are working. Good job. Okay, take that block out. Hip flexors. Fired up. We'll stretch them and bridge in a bit, but let's give our low back, our whole back a stretch with a forward fold. Turn our toes up. Find some space for our sit bones. Find some length out of our back. We'll take a breath in. If you want to, reach up and reach the heart forward. So essentially still trying to get lots of, or as much length as we can between our vertebrae. So where there isn't a big kink in that amazing spine in our forward fold. We're simply stretching from the heels, down the backs of our legs, into our low back, our mid back, neither upper back. If you feel it's safe for the head, you can let that head go down a little bit. Appreciating our spine. Let's walk our hands back up. So I'm going to show you first two moves that we're going to do before relaxation. So just watch first and check out your options too. Okay. So one of them, the one we're going to do first is eagle crunches. So we'll be crossing a leg over and the opposite elbow will be closest. The other elbow will be on and we'll do some eagle crunches. Okay. After we've done that, we're going to do a bridge with a twist. Well, not really with a twist, but different. So slippery. You can lift up. So we'll have the option. So keep your blocks nearby. With or without our block, sliding 1 foot forward. So not up to the side. 1 foot goes forward. We're coming up and bringing the opposite hand back. And then going back down or staying on our block. We'll do some of these lifts. Okay. Take your time, roll onto your back. And we'll do our crunches first. Then we'll release our core with those bridge blows. Lander. I love it. So good. The new season has a different, same song, but different person singing it. Okay. So let's start with our crunches first, my friends. Lower back for now. Let's press it down. So you want to push the back of the pelvis down onto the mat. Cross your right knee over or your left. Well, let's all do, you guys all do your right if possible. Wonderful. Then you're lifting up the feet. Heels are kind of out on angles. So you'll take your left elbow up and put your right elbow on top of it. Tying up like a pretzel. Either hold your shoulders or do eagle arms. Now, here's where we get fun. Now, we try to touch our bottom elbow to our knee. Crunch. And then we extend back out. Little tiny crunch. So some options, small movement or bigger. You tap your toes and your fingers down. It makes it big. No. So hard. Great job. Keep the knees where they are, right knee crossed over, open up your wings. I forgot to show you guys this one, but I'll try to guide you through it. Think of where your right foot is. We're going to move that leg over to the right side of your mat. So we're twisting over to one side. with our right ankle coming underneath our left leg. Yeah. So we end up like that, or whatever side you've gone to, your top ankle wrapped around and tucked under. I think I might have said the wrong side, apologies. Bring it on back. Eagle crunches, other side, wrap the other leg over. The opposite elbow. And then took that other one on top. Eagle arms, or hold yourself comfy. And we'll start our crunches. You can have a big tap. Or you can make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be big. It can be little. And we're just trying to shorten that distance between the bottom ribs and our hips. All right, legs stay where they are, arms go out like wings. Whichever leg is on top for you, you're moving to that side, tucking that top ankle under the knee for your twist. So whatever leg's on top, you're moving. Oh, I miscued it again. Anyways, hopefully you feel a twist in your back. Well, not your lower back. Hopefully it's happening above it. All right, unravel yourselves. Make sure you have time. So if you would like to make that bridge, since it's something new, maybe grab your block and do a supported bridge for the first couple or for this whole day, because we'll be doing this next week lots. Slide our block underneath. And then slide your right heel forward a little bit. The full foot is still on the mat. And then take your left hand back behind you. Try to lift yourself up now, pressing into shoulder blades and 2 feet, just a little bit up off your block. And then place yourself back down on your block. All right, come back up. If you want to, press into both feet and bring down. So this is going to light up your right hamstring. Couple more. Up and down. And then we'll be switching. Bring the right foot back in. Take the left foot out a little bit. Switch your arms. And if you want to, lift up. Press into both soles of the feet though, so you activate that left hamstring. And then back down, up and down. You could add the arm if you wanted to. So as you lift up, you're blowing your arm back behind you. As you come down, it's coming down. That'll be it. Slide both heels in, press both feet down, lift our block out from under us. Put our spine back down on the land. You can take a rock side to side, whether that means knees in or feet on the floor. Okay. If there's another pose you'd like to do, happy baby might feel delicious right now. After all of that outside external hip work, happy baby might feel really lovely. And once you've found a pose, you can enjoy it for a minute or two or a breath or two, and then we'll make our way to Shavasana. Lovely. I'll move my microphone closer to a speaker so you guys hopefully can hear it. Just gonna turn the recording on. Making sure your consent cards are turned up. If you'd like a blanket, I can bring you one. Or a bolster, just raise your hand up. I think you're all feeling well set. My most prepared class is the 10:45. It's because we love it. That's right. All right, settle in.
Difficult days can somehow be overshadowed with memories of their own. Please take this time for yourself to relax rejuvenate, release everything holding you back. Enjoy this present moment.